The SEC coaching carousel has spun through Starkville, Steve. It's taken Dan Mullen to Gainesville. When it stops again, somebody's going to have to get off it and take the job, and we expect it to happen probably as early as this week, maybe even middle of the week.
It's true, David, and Dan Mullen did a great job here at Mississippi State, but that era is now over. And you're right. Everybody's going to get a turn. Mississippi State had theirs, a nine-year run by Dan Mullen, but now a new era is upon us, David, and a lot of discussion about potential coaches, G5 head coaches, some lower Power 5 head coaches, and some Power 5 coordinators that appear to be on John Cohen's wish list.
John Cohen is not on campus today. He and a few MSU administrators are out of town at an undisclosed location to the east in a large city doing some interviews. We understand one interview has happened today, and there may have been some last night we cannot confirm, but we do know about one today.
That's defensive coordinator Jeremy Pruitt from the University of Alabama, David. He's a guy that's recruited Mississippi much of my career as well as his own. You know, he's a guy from Hoover High School that worked his way up the ranks and has won national championships at Alabama and Florida State. A guy that knows many players on the Mississippi State team. He's also a guy very familiar with the Southeastern Conference, but the Southeastern Conference familiar with him. So in the event he is to hire, he should have no trouble putting a staff together of quality assistant coaches.
And the fact that Mississippi State does have an advantage in this coaching search in former coach John Cohen. Yes, it was baseball, but John Cohen is a serious college football fan, well-versed in how the sport works, not just locally, but nationwide. And he knows what to look for in a coach. And we do expect that a former coach at Mississippi State can make a really good presentation to a coach because they will speak the same language in these interviews.
That's true. And John knows what matters to coaches. He was part of the crew that hired Dan Mullen, interviewed him when this process first began almost a decade ago. But John hit a home run, pardon the pun, when he hired Andy Cannizaro. I expect a similar type hire here because John is a very organized, thorough, and cerebral person. He'll make a good decision, the smart decision for Mississippi State.
And by all accounts, probably a pretty quick decision. We expect a hire to be made as early as this week. We'll be talking in days to come, should that hiring take place quickly, how that will affect the bowl bid. Mississippi State will be assigned its bowl berth on Sunday evening. And Bulldog players are already assembling for this week's preparations for final exams. So, yes, it happened quickly with Dan Mullen leaving, but it looks like it's going to happen equally quickly, replacing him and keeping the Bulldogs on track both for this bowl game and for the 2018 season. For Gene's Page 24/7, this is Steve Robertson and David Murray.